While I have reviewed some films in the epic film genre, like the first Chronicles of Narnia and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and heck, even the X-Men franchise, but I have yet to review films like Harry Potter or even Pirates of the Caribbean. Well, you're about to get the film that spoofed all of those and lots of others from the guys who brought us Date Movie. Let's talk about Epic Movie. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Joel, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2007 parody flick Epic Movie, released by Fox for Regency Enterprises, directed and written by Jason Friedberg and Aaron Seltzer after they recently did Date Movie the previous year. The film features an all-star cast in ways that includes Cal Penn, Adam Campbell, Jayma Mays, Jennifer Coolidge, Fawn A. Chambers, Crispin Glover, Tony Cox, and Fred Willard. Now, of course, Adam Campbell, Jennifer Coolidge, Tony Cox, and Fred Willard also appeared in Date Movie. Now, of course, this is a parody of the epic film genre, and the film mostly references several movies, most notably the first Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, as well as the Harry Potter franchise, well, what came out anyway, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Pirates of the Caribbean, and X-Men The Last Stand, along with a host of others. While the film might have been considered one of the worst films of all time, it did, however, gain commercial attention for the song Miss New Booty by Bubba Sparks, as it was featured in that. But however, this film just proved to be big and became a factual success just like its predecessor, Date Movie. So, if you're not interested in listening to this story, the heck way, I'll just give it to you anyway, but I'll still give you my 5-second warning though. Now let me see. Now Lucy finds that her adoptive father, a museum curator, has been attacked by Silas. Before dying, he gives clues which lead her to a golden ticket. Yeah, that starts out with a parody of the Da Vinci Code, which I also have yet to review. Well, finds a golden ticket in a vending machine candy bar. During comedic situations, golden tickets are found by other orphans, which include Edward, a disillusioned monk trainee in this little parody of Nacho Libre, which I have also yet to review. I need to review this because I might be a little too late for it, but I know it celebrated its 15th anniversary this year. Let's see, next, Susan, a displaced adopted girl, and Peter, a mutant at Mutant Academy who is often teased for his chicken-like wings. So all four meet up at Willie's Chocolate Factory, where Willie reveals his plot to use them all as a special ingredient in his treats. Freaky, my friends. In an effort to hide from him, Lucy finds a wardrobe. And, well, apparently she gets all covered with all sorts of things, and out comes a hot model. Now, there's two different versions, like Date Movie, theatrical and unrated. In the theatrical one, she's in a pink bikini or something like that, and she's buck naked in the unrated one. I soon found out that was Playboy Playmate Audra Lynn. That's who that was, yes. But anyway, on the other side, in the middle of a wintry forest, she meets Mr. Tumnus. Yeah, Tumnus, played by Hector Jimenez, who I think that name sounds familiar. Let's see. Oh yes, he was actually in Nacho Libre, as a matter of fact. Welcomes Lucy to the oddly named Ganarnia and warns her of danger. And the others follow Lucy to Ganarnia, and Edward meets the White Bitch. She convinces him to trap the other orphans in order to become the king of Ganarnia in her white castle. All four go to Tumnus's house, where they discover that they are all related to one another in a copy of the famous painting The Last Supper. Now, when we see Tumnus's house, it parodies MTV Cribs, and that the white bitch killed their parents. They ally themselves with Harry Beaver, Tumnus's life partner, to defeat her. Edward sneaks off to the white bitch's castle and refuses to tell her where the others are. She flashes him her breast, hypnotizing him into giving up the information on the orphans, then imprisons him. The white bitch sends Silas after the trio. Tumnus apparently sacrifices himself to ensure their safety. Afterwards, the orphans meet a graying Harry Potter, along with a balding Ron Weasley and a pregnant Hermione Granger at Hogwarts. Now, rest assured, I will be reviewing the Harry Potter Wizarding World franchise later on this fall. Promise. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. They all help Lucy, Susan, and Peter train for the war against the White Bitch, and Edward escapes with the assistance of Captain Jack Swallows. Ugh. Only to find out it was a ruse, as Jack, the bitch's old enemy, needs intelligence out of Edward. And that's when we see the lazy pirate day bit. And what have you. Crazy, my friends. Crazy. Alright, that about covers it. Now to the last act and ending. You've got 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below. If you've got the guts and glory to have seen the movie already, please continue on to the 5 seconds. Here we go. Okay, you've been warned. It's kind of a different time than I usually do. I usually do it 15 or 30, or 15, so forgive me. Upon finishing their training, Lucy, Susan, and Peter head to the camp of Aslo, who happens to be a lion man. He agrees to help Edward, and he manages to kill Silas, but while breaking Edward out, he is slain by the white bitch. Aslo is. As the orphans have a pre-battle party with their allies, Susan gets drunk and pukes everywhere. Their army is disgusted enough that nobody shows up to help the orphans the next day. The 4 siblings engage the white bitch in battle and are killed. But Peter then finds a magic remote and uses its power to revive his siblings. Excuse me. Together they kill the army and defeat the white bitch and stop her plan. Pierre declares the white bitch will receive a fair and just trial in the new Gandaria, but Jack's wheel accidentally crushes her to death. The 4 are crowned the new rulers of the land. Tumnus then shows up, having survived the battle. Decades later, the 4 now elderly rulers find the wardrobe again, go through it. They appear moments after they had left young again. They meet Borat, who congratulates them on a happy ending, but then the 4 are accidentally robbed by Jack's wheel. Borat then says his iconic "not" before turning around and clapping his buttocks, ending the film. Yeah. Now, which that's the end, but however, I'll give you a heads up, there was an extended version. Well, in the alternate ending, Willie comes in and says, "I told you it was going to be an epic adventure." Then goes in the wardrobe and puts a "Do Not Disturb" sign that refers to the girl in the wardrobe. And the Oompa Loompas come in and start singing the Willy Wonka theme song. And the 4 are then crushed by the wheel. Also, during the scene where Lucy is crushed under the under the junk that falls out of the wardrobe, the girl who runs out is nude, as opposed to wearing a bikini, as I mentioned. And in the snakes on a plane scene, when the Samuel L. Jackson lookalike yells, he replaces, well, the G word with the M word, MFing. Okay, enough said about this, okay? I just want to get this review over with. Okay. So, what did I think of Epic Movie? Well, I've only seen it a few times, not a whole lot like I did with Date Movie. I'm gonna say it's a mixed bag. It's okay, but not really the greatest. I mean, I still would rather watch the original Scary Movie over this. But there are many others I could watch. But this I could watch over some later spoofs that actually came out and what have you, even before or after this. But anyway, well, I did get to enjoy Well, even so, the characters are alright and all. I mean, and the guy and the siblings are last names are Pervertsky. Yeah. Now I really thought Jennifer Coolidge wasn't too bad as the white bitch, and well, rest of the cast is hit or miss and what have you. I mean, Carmen Electra's back. I mean, just like Date movie, she got a Razzie nomination. So did the movie getting worst remake or ripoff, and Jason Freeberg and Aaron Seltzer for worst screenplay. But I think they lost though. But anyway, enough said about it. It's in a way a mixed bag. Despite the film that wasn't as well received as Date movie was, the film, however, went on to make 86 million worldwide. Of course, later on, it got released on DVD in both separate, well, theatrical and unrated versions. I've only seen the unrated version. I had anticipated on renting the theatrical cut, but they were all out, so I was forced to rent the unrated one. And it was alright. It was okay in ways. It was still a mixed bag, though. One day I might revisit this, but I can't guarantee you that. So would I recommend this? Not exactly. No, unless you are a hardcore parody fanatic and what have you. If you like spoofs of Harry Potter or Chronicles of Narnia or I don't know what have you in the epic film genre, you go for it. But my answer is no. Don't bother with this. But again, but that's just from my point of view in ways because I haven't seen this movie in a long time. All right, it's a mixed bag though. But if I rewatch it, maybe I might have second thoughts. But anyway, if you've seen Epic Movie, tell me what you thought about it in the comments section below. Some of you might hate it, some of you might like it. I don't care. Just as long as you don't give me no harsh words or what have you in your comments, okay? Anyway, if you liked the video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel as well, be a part of the Big D Nation. Now, although I know my next, they was going to plan to do not another teen movie that's still going on the 14th on Wednesday, but tomorrow you might get a bonus review that I didn't include on the schedule, but you'll see what it is when I get it ready, alright? Okay, enough said. Alright, but thanks for watching my review of Epic Movie, and if you like this, check out these other fun-filled spoofs and what have you. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of Airplane from 1980, or go to the upper right-hand corner for my review of Date Movie. Or if you want to take a break from crazy parodies, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my recent spoiler-free review of the Netflix superheroine flick known as Thunder Force. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.